approached by Phil Drucker. He asked if I wanted to come to a rehearsal, I think it was, or something. I had a keyboard.
I remember we did a few rehearsals in my parents' garage.
I could tell Bruce was like scratching his head, like, I'm not sure if I want keyboards in this band. Radio Tokyo, very confined space. You know, it was a converted house.
The way that the Film Noir single came about was after we had finished recording Tragic Figures, Ethan James, who ran Radio Tokyo, decided he wanted to put out a compilation album of bands that had recorded at his studio or that he wanted to record at his studio. And then we did Film Noir and Andonis. So that's when you came in, Robert, and we started working on this new material with Phil and Mark. I had found a copy of the Z soundtrack at Rhino Records in Westwood, and I just fell in love with it.
Anyway, I borrowed a bass from I think it was a roommate at the time, Eric Feldman, who used to be in Captain Beefheart. I remember the strings were about this far from the neck.
Well, Film Noir was a song that Phil brought to the band. He's like, hey, I've got this song. I think it's a great song. Let's do this. And we all said, yeah, okay. Film Noir is a song that has no bass.
Jeff Long, I mean, he was a force of nature. And, you know, yes, maybe troubled. He was so much fun. He might have had a reckless side, but he was very thoughtful. It was messy. I forget exactly how.
Yeah, after Jeff left, we the four remaining of us started working on new material, which was very different. We ended up recording a cassette demo of 6 songs to send to Rough Trade. Phil and I basically had a disagreement in terms of the direction of the second album. It was at that point that we finally split.
There was a number of things that were recorded as whatever Savage Republic stuff, and then it transformed into 17 Pygmies.